So tonight I really want to talk about self-care, and not in the traditional sense. Now I know we always talk about self-care in a way that is, what is it and how does it work and what do we do? So tonight I am scratching all of that slightly. I really want to talk about the myths surrounding self-care, because after talking to so many people, I've heard so many people telling me they don't have enough time, they don't have enough space, they don't have enough energy, they don't have enough funds, they don't have enough. They're living in this scarcity mindset, and it's just not working. So again, if you're out there tonight and you're joining me, definitely give me a shout. Let me know you're out there. Let me know what you have going on. And we're going to go through this together. Now, I mean, honestly, if I asked you what your definition of self-care is, what would you tell me? I mean, would you say that's a trip to the spa? Would you say that's a date with yourself? Would you probably jump to the normal, I'm getting my nails done, I'm getting a massage, I'm going all out there? Most people do. Now, the way I want you to look at it is self-care is really any action that you're going to take that is going to be a positive influence on your health and well-being, okay? So I'm talking about, and apologies, I'm a little sniffly, my allergies are all over the board. So like I said, tonight I want to go ahead and myth bust everything about self-care. So the first myth that I really want to talk about, because I keep hearing this a lot, is time. I don't have enough time. Now let me ask you, and let's be honest, how many of you have ever said, I don't have enough time. I don't have time to take care of me. I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to go take care of me. I don't have enough time. That's huge. And that is one of my biggest myths I want to bust for you. Because you have 24 hours in a day. Now, when you add up those hours, you add up the days, and then you start taking away things like the amount of hours that you sleep, the amount of hours that you work, the amount of hours that maybe you have to cook food, things like that. When you subtract all of that out of the amount of hours you have in a week, do you honestly know how many you have left? Has anyone ever done the math? Guess what? You have 38 hours left. And you're probably looking at this and going, Pamela, what are you, nuts? Like, I'm probably just mind-blowing you right now. Well, guess what? It is the absolute freaking truth. You have 38 hours in a week to do things for you. Now, it's how you choose to use those hours, okay? Now, and I'm not telling you to make a huge commitment. I'm not saying, every Sunday you go out and you go, like I said, do that self-care day that everybody talks about on Sundays. No, self-care is more than that. So again, I'm going to just go full force because this is a passionate subject for me. You have 38 hours in a week for you. So when you really break it down, self-care is going to, again, it's anything that's going to have a positive effect on your health and well-being. So it might just honestly be, like I always talk about that 20-20-20 rule. So that's an hour out of your day. So I'm not even going to go that far. I'm going to talk about if you could take 5 minutes a day, okay? So 5 times, that's 35 minutes in a week. So if you take 5 minutes a day and just do some simple breath work, like in the newsletter this past week where I shared square breathing, box breathing, however you want to phrase it. 5 minutes a day. Do you know what that does for you? It's going to build your immune system. It's going to calm your autonomic nervous system. It's going to help you concentrate more. It's going to heighten your focus. And that's in 5 minutes a day. That's huge. That is huge for your self-care and well-being. Okay? I'm going to try and check comments as we're going here. So if you're commenting, if you're reaching out, just let me know. So that's 5 minutes a day. Now imagine if you could give yourself like 5 minutes of movement a day. So when we did that 12 Days to Fitness challenge, it was really simple. I think by the time we got done with all 12 days, I think I had you in a 25 minute morning routine that included some kind of movement to help you with your body, whether it was planks, a couple of yoga moves, it had some meditation, and we added some journaling. 25 minutes a day. I mean, think about that. That's not asking too much, and that's going to take care of you. Because again, physically, it's going to help you feel better in your body. It's going to help you work towards boosting that immune system. It's going to help you with all of the detoxing. Mentally, again, it's going to heighten your focus. It's going to make that concentration a lot more secure. It's going to help you release things that are no longer serving you. You're going to get rid of that brain fog that you got going on in there. And just emotionally, you're going to feel calmer. You're going to feel more present. You're going to feel more alert. It's huge. And those are just small things you can do. Okay? So time is a big myth. So when you say, I don't have enough time, honestly, the truth behind that is you're not making the time. Okay? So I'm just going to come out kind of tough love that on you. It's you're not making the time. And I know everybody's going to probably go off and tell me, Pam, you don't have kids. Pam, you don't have this. Pam, I got it. I get it. I promise you I do. However, I still work a full-time job. I am running this business on top of that. I do have to take care of my significant other. I have family that I want to, see. I have things that, so yes, I do understand, but it's all about the balance and boundaries. Now with the goals that I have, like where I made that goal to run a half marathon, I had to make the time to train. There was nobody who was going to run it for me. I had to make the time to do that. Did I have enough time in the day? Part of my brain was going, oh, hells no, I had no time. Well, guess what? I do. I had enough time. I just had to make the commitment. That was the issue. I was worried about making the commitment. It was, well, if I'm going to do this and then I make the time and then I do the training and what if I fit? You get into that mindset of failure and commitment, and that's the struggle bus. So it's not the time factor. So time, big myth when it comes to self-care. So that is self-care myth busted number 1. You have enough time. It's just what you use it for. I mean, a lot of us, we scroll on social media all day. When you do the math, you probably spend a good hour and a half or so, some of you maybe more, scrolling on social media when you can be using that for other things. Like I said, 5 minutes of meditation, 10 minutes of movement, maybe 10 minutes on making yourself a gratitude list, 5 minutes of having that cup of coffee for yourself so you can maybe sit and read. These small things are going to take care of you in a bigger way than you can imagine. So time myth, let that go. Time myth is busted. So the next myth I want to talk about is energy, okay? And I'm using energy in the sense of the physical side of it. So a lot of us think, I don't have enough energy. So you get up in the morning and immediately you're already setting that alarm to get you as close to how much sleep you can possibly get. Okay, so hear me out. So the energy levels. So you immediately get up, you're rushing, you're trying to get the kids out the door for the bus, you're trying to make breakfast, make sure everybody's got their stuff together. Maybe it's your hubby, you're trying to make sure he's got all his stuff together. So you're rushing. Then you go to work, right? So now you're gonna sit in traffic, right? Because a lot of us don't work 5 minutes from home. So if your commute's already 20 minutes at traffic, you're probably sitting there for what, 45 minutes? Is that rain? Oh my God, that's rain. Wow, okay. So that's 45 minutes right there. So then you're gonna work for 8 hours, 9 if you wanna count that hour lunch that you're gonna spend scrolling on your social media while you probably go out and get takeout. And then the next 45 minutes to an hour while you sit in traffic all the way home. Then again, you're probably listening to your radio, probably, yelling at the guy in front of you. So now, again, then you get home and then I have to take the kids to soccer practice. I have to make sure they eat. I have to do laundry. I have to put the clothes out. So now all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm too tired, boom, day is shot. Now let's just take that amount of energy that you put into rushing around like a psycho, and what if we could use that productively, okay? So self-care does not have to be intense. It does not have to use a lot of energy. It doesn't have to be where you have to go all in or nothing, where it's, no, I need to spend 8 hours on a Sunday going to the spa, getting a massage, getting a pedicure, doing XYZ. No, you don't. Okay? So honestly, what you can do is use your energy wisely. Use it in ways that are going to feed you and give you more energy. So when you look at the energy levels, you're looking at, again, getting up in the morning, start setting the alarm just a hair earlier. I'm not telling you to set it an hour earlier. I'm not saying get up at 5 a.m. Whatever your regular wake-up time is, set it 15 minutes earlier. And notice what happens. And when I say 15 minutes earlier, I don't mean hit snooze 3 times. Put that alarm across the room, get yourself up out of bed, turn it off, and stay up. Make your bed. Do not get back in it. And then take that, after you made your bed, you're up. So that's what, 2-3 minutes? So now you've got 12 left. Go ahead and make that morning cup of coffee. Read your newspaper. Read your favorite book for 10 minutes. Just sit and do, again, maybe it's like square breathing like that was in the newsletter this weekend. What that's gonna do, again, you're focusing, you're heightening your energy levels, you're boosting your immune system all in 15 minutes. So now when you go ahead to start to go through the craziness of the morning routine, you're no longer gonna feel crazy. You're actually gonna have a better present awareness to take a deep breath and be able to step out of the craziness and have the energy to effectively get everybody set and ready to go. And then now you're gonna go sit in traffic. So let's, again, use our energy wisely. Rather than getting upset because you're in traffic, realizing you left your lunch home, that coffee fell over, whatever it was, let that go. The energy, whatever you put your energy into is what you're gonna get out of it. So if you're putting all of this energy into just bitching and feeling negative about what's going on, that's what you're gonna get. So now maybe it's put that audiobook on while you're sitting in the car. Put that new book on tape to learn a new language on in the car. Use your energy for something else. So now when you get to work, again, your focus is heightened. You've got this energy. Your brain is ready to go. And I guarantee you the next 8 to 9 hours of work are going to fly by because you are set for success. Your mindset is already there. You're feeling good. You're looking good. You're energized in a way that you normally don't have. And the same deal, when you're going home, start to zone that out. Let work stay at the door. And again, take the time for you. That not enough time period, because now you're like, oh my God, it's gonna take me an hour to get home. Use it wisely. Put your energy out wisely. So again, the myth of not enough time, the myth of not enough energy, gone, okay? So the next one I wanna talk about, and this is a big one. This is even for me, because this is my biggest scarcity mindset that's out there, is not enough money. Okay, so I'm talking monetary funds. Now, money can be the big one because you're going, I only have enough money, I pay my bills, I put money in my savings, I have to take care of, X, Y, Z for the kids, I do this and that. I don't have a lot left over at the end of the week. And that's okay. Because remember, self-care does not mean putting you in debt. That's insane because that's gonna bring you more stress. So all of this self-care you're doing, it's not gonna do you any good if you're stressed out because you don't have enough money because you're trying to do these things to take care of you. Now remember what I said, self-care can be the small things. It's bringing the awareness to you in a way that's gonna benefit you. If again, taking a spa day on a full Sunday is gonna, again, put you in debt, it's gonna stress you out and you're not gonna feel good, don't worry about it. Don't do it. Nobody ever said that's what self-care has to be. Nobody ever said that. And if you find me the person that said that's exactly what it has to be, I want to have a chat, so let me know. It doesn't have to be. Like I said, just going outside and taking a walk for 5 minutes, taking the 5 minutes to do your breath work, taking 5 minutes to do a little journaling, make a gratitude list of everything that you're thankful for. Change your mindset, change your day. I'm telling you, it's that same adage of move a muscle, change a thought. Because again, when you're letting all of this energy sucking vampires get to you, when you're being told this is what you have to do, nobody functions well like that. I know for me, I rebel backwards. When everybody tells me you have to do something a certain way, I'm kind of like, eek, no, I'm not doing that then. It makes me not want to do it. So this is where the taking time for you, it doesn't have to be a money thing. There are plenty of cost-effective, if not cost-free ways to take care of you. Like I said, it's as simple as taking 5 minutes to read that book you've been dying to read. So even if it's just a couple of pages a day, making your gratitude list, go for a walk. Get up in the morning and do 5 minutes of breath work, 5 minutes of yoga. Like I said, set that alarm just a hair earlier to give you time for you. You get home at night, same thing. Eat dinner, spend time with the family, go for a walk with them, take them outside. Notice the 5 minutes that you take a nice little walk around the block, how different that is for everybody. It's huge. So again, you can do all of these things that are going to make you feel better, they're going to soothe you, and they don't have to burn a hole in your wallet. Okay, so that's number 3. Okay, so number 4 on my list is willpower. Okay, so willpower, this comes all the way back to action, it comes back to commitment. You are in control of you. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, you alone are responsible for yourself. Okay? You are responsible for exactly the positions you put yourself in, the way you treat yourself, the way you talk to yourself, the way you have those thoughts that hang out up here, that's all you. The ability to reframe, to take action, to set yourself up for success, that's all you. So again, when you're telling yourself, I don't have enough time, I am not worthy enough, I need to take care of other people first, I feel guilty for taking care of myself, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough energy, I don't have, you're creating that scarcity mindset, which is in turn going to give you exactly what you're thinking about. What you project, what you reflect is exactly what you're going to get back. I am a firm believer, and that's only through years and years of experience. I've noticed that yes, when I'm more negative, when I'm burnt out, when I'm pushing myself in that kind of an energy level, everything around me gets that way. I feel like everything's out to get me. I feel like everything is out to destruct my world. But when I can take a half a step back, take a breath and go, the whole world isn't out to get me. It doesn't revolve around me. It's not looking at me that way. When I can take the time to sit back and go, you know what? I really want to do this. And I know if I get up 15 minutes earlier and I could do 5 minutes of breath work, some 5 minutes of movement, and 5 minutes to make a gratitude list, all while enjoying my morning cup of coffee, I'm solid. But what that means is, like I said, you have to take action to make the commitment. Set the alarm 15 minutes earlier. Set it across the room. Tell someone, tell me, tell your significant other, tell your child, I want to get up 15 minutes earlier. Because when you tell someone, they're going to hold you accountable. And that's the big thing, it's accountability. And when you're first starting any new habit, any new routine, any new self-care, any new habit, you need to have some kind of accountability. I mean, unless your willpower is that of, like the gods, even I struggle. That's why I tell you guys when I do something. Like I said, when I signed up for my half marathon, I told all of you because I knew you guys would hold me accountable. And I knew you'd keep me on track because I knew I didn't want to let you down. And that's what it comes down to. So willpower is huge. You have to be able to push yourself to start getting those new habits together. And habits take time. I mean, your first 11 days, that's the struggle bus, because the first day or two, you're kind of like gung-ho and you're going to do it and it's all exciting. And then like days like 3 and 4, you're like, and then you start to go downhill, and by 11, you're like, I'm out. Don't do that. Push through, get through. Tell someone what you're doing so that, again, they can hold you accountable. Day 22, that's when the habits are broken. That's when you were into the negative, the bad habits, everything, it's gone. And you've now established a new habit. And by day 40, I got news for you. The new habit is stuck. It's going to stick with you, and then you just keep going. So by day 66, boom, you are there. So any new self-care that you're adding to your routine, give it time, but stay accountable. Stay committed. Stay taking action. That's all about willpower, okay? So the best way to do that is to use a support system. So it's to get yourself on track. So whether that's starting a program where you have accountability each day, again, whether that's just telling somebody, get yourself accountable. Okay, so the next one, and this is the last one I really want to talk about, because this one I feel like it's really important, and I just want to see if there's any comments or anything going on in here. Okay. Nope, nothing yet. Okay. Is worthiness. So this all comes down to mindset, okay? Self-care is something that you have to honestly start to believe is you're worth it, okay? I know a lot of us don't believe that. I can say I honestly was there. I mean, I look at my life even 7-8 years ago. I put everything else first. Work, family, my ex, friends, everything came first. Pamela came dead last. I didn't take care of myself. I didn't take the time to get up in the morning and enjoy the me time. I didn't usually do my makeup. I didn't do my hair. I was too busy. Like I said, I'd be a workaholic. I'd make sure I covered everybody else's shifts. I set everybody else up so it was convenient for them. I'd work the nights. I'd work the weekends. And then I'd go home and I would make sure I had dinner ready. Lunches were made. I would clean. I would get all that done. And then, on the nights off where, I just wanted to kind of stay home and take care of me, or like when I joined the gym, I wanted to go check that out. I would still make sure I gave time to go to date night. So that went ahead of my schedule. And this was nothing that anybody forced upon me. It was something that I did to myself, okay? So I wasn't feeling like I was worthy of any kind of attention, taking care of myself, doing the things I fully enjoyed. And that was on me. So like I said before, where we talked about willpower, making the commitments, before we talked about the time, the energy, those all collectively come down to right here and right here. Worthiness. Do you believe you're worthy of the self-care? And if you just said no to me, why? I mean, really dig deep. Look at those limiting beliefs. Take a look and see and ask yourself why. Why are you not as important as everybody and everything you just put in front of you? Anybody? Ha. Because that's the question. You are worthy of it. You are special enough. You are beautiful enough. You are strong enough. You are worthy enough of taking care of yourself. And like I said, that starts right here. That starts with you. That starts with you going ahead and telling yourself, I'm making a commitment. I'm taking action. Nobody's stopping you from setting that alarm 15 minutes earlier. Nobody is stopping you from taking the time to sit and breathe for 5 minutes. Nobody's stopping you from getting home and saying, hey, let's all go for a walk. Nobody is stopping you from, making, whether maybe it's dietary changes, making lunches for you so that you eat better. Nobody is stopping you from feeling good about yourself. And again, if that's on a physical level for you, maybe that means putting your jewelry on. I mean, how many of you forget to put it on during the day? And, immediately, like, I put on my necklace and stuff, and I feel a little more dressed up. I feel better about myself. Maybe that means, taking care of your hair. I mean, honestly, I used to throw mine in a ponytail all the time. I wouldn't do anything with it. And now I'm like loving my curls and I'm embracing my stuff. And it makes me feel good when it's like all full and amazing. And I feel really good about myself. And I've taken the time to put makeup on. Before I wouldn't do that. I just didn't care. And that's horrible. You need to take care of you. On a mental level, you need to take care of you. Because again, if you're de-energized, okay? If you're feeling tired all the time, you're feeling sluggish all the time, you're having brain fog all the time, that comes down to you not taking care of you. Because I guarantee you, with the stresses of trying to take care of everybody else, making time for everybody else, having enough energy for everybody else, it's exhausting. Exhausting. You need to make the time for you. So this way you can sleep better. This way you can feel better. It's going to boost your immune system so you're not getting sick all the time. Like I said, mentally, it's going to heighten your focus, your concentration, your awareness. You'll no longer just be rushing through the motions. You're actually going to see those motions happen and go, whoa, I was letting this happen all the time? Yeah. And once you get that self-awareness, that's what's going to kick you in the ass. That's where you're going to go, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. You're going to start making those small commitments because small is good. Don't ever like I said, don't let anybody tell you have to go big or go home when it comes to self-care. A lot of times it's the little things that you do day in and day out. That's what's going to build the routine. That's what's going to build the energy. That's what's going to take care of you in ways that help you. Again, you're going to sleep better. You're going to have less brain fog. You're going to feel more confident in your body. You are going to be able to reach for the stars. And again, that starts with you. And for those of us, like I said, like myself, sometimes you need an accountability partner. When I started taking care of myself, I didn't even know what that meant, okay? I had to have someone show me that. I had to have someone tell me, like, come to yoga Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7. This is going to take care of you. You're going to feel better. You're going to open up. You're going to love it. Well, if I didn't have someone asking me every Tuesday and Thursday, hey, you're coming tonight, hey, you're coming tonight, I probably wouldn't have done it. I was held accountable. When I started going to the gym, oh my gosh, if Mel catches this later, he's gonna die. So a friend of mine, big into it, knew I wanted to start taking care of myself, goes to work every day at 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, no, I'm good. but I knew I wanted to get up at 5 and I wanted to go to the gym. So every day at 5 a.m., I would get a text message saying, did you go? Are you up? Are you there? And if I didn't, I felt guilty about that. And guess what? It gave me the kick in the ass. And once I had the circuit going, perfect. I was able to start doing it on my own, regardless if I got that text or not. I was already up. I was already there. But again, it's those small changes that you start to implement that are going to change the way you look at your self-care. They're going to change your attitude towards yourself, and they're going to boost that energy. That's why, like, a lot of you made fun of me the other day when I tell you, make sure you make your bed every day, okay? I know I'm not your mom, it's not my job, but you'd be surprised if you make your bed every morning, every single morning, Monday through Sunday, you're going to notice that gives you a little sense of pride, okay? Your room looks neat. It looks put together. You've accomplished a task. And when you can do that with one small thing, when you get that energy level rising, when you have a sense of pride and accomplishment, guess what? The next small thing that you do, it's gonna boost that even bigger. So like, you guys remember like the Grinch from like the Christmas movie? And he had a little heart, and then the more good he did, it got bigger, and it got bigger, and it got bigger. That's the same thing as self-care, okay? So if you do that, like I said, just get up at, whatever time it is, that 15 minutes earlier, make your bed. Notice that little boost of self-care, that energy level, it gets about here, right? Then go ahead, go make your coffee and sit down and do some of your breath work for a few minutes. Notice that energy level, notice that time, notice that get a little bigger, okay? Go ahead and do some movement. Do that gratitude list. Notice how big your heart feels after that. So now we're about here, right? Then again, you're self-aware. So by you being heightened on your focus, your concentration, you're aware, guess what? All of that's going to pan out as you, again, get everybody ready for their day. You go to work throughout your day. You're dealing with coworkers, madness, phone calls, emails, everything going on. Traffic, you get home. You're still going to be here because you know what? You feel good about that. And when you went to work, you accomplished more tasks. You zipped through those emails. You helped this one with that. Huge. And then you get home, and same thing, even as you start to unwind, you're now feeling a sense of release. You feel less stress, you feel less pressure, because you are now aware that your thoughts dictate your reality, okay? So if you're putting the good energy out there, everything's gonna feel good. If you're taking the time for you, even those small things, and you start to do that day in and day out, you're gonna notice the change. You're gonna notice the energy shift. And I'm not talking, don't do this for 3 days and go, Pam, I didn't feel anything. Well, no, you're not gonna feel anything. I mean, maybe some of you will if you've never really taken care of yourself, but for most of us, it takes time. Like I said, I'm telling you, get through day 11 and then we can chat about it. But before you get there, let me know what you're doing. I wanna help you stay accountable. I wanna hold you to that. Now, if you've never set up a self-care routine, you've never really taken the time to make a list and say, how many different ways can I take care of me? Okay, and like I said, it could be anything. If it's doing breath work, if it's doing movement, wearing jewelry, doing your hair, getting dressed up, making your bed, changing your food, reading, going for walks. If you want to hit the gym, take that spinning class, try a new habit, start crocheting, whatever these things are that are going to be good for your health and well-being, on energy levels, on mental levels, emotional levels, make your list. And when you're done with that list, or you think you're done with your list, I want you to hear my voice in the back of your head tell you to go sit back, read the list, and then ask yourself, what else? And then write those down. I guarantee this list is going to be like from here to the floor. It's going to be crazy. I want you to do that. And then what I want you to do with that list is come to me. We are going to sit down for 30 minutes, and you and I are going to dig through that. We're going to see what really is prioritized, and we're going to set you up for success. So I want to help you stay accountable. I want you to take advantage of those free calls that I always have out there, and I want you to do this. So go ahead and message me. Send me your list, and we're going to do this together. So like I said, take the time, really write it out. I want to see what you come up with. Okay, so that is Self-Care Myth Busted. It all starts with you. It all starts with your commitment, your taking action, and accountability. And I am here for you. So like I said, I'm happy to help you start getting we'll get your priorities together. I'm happy to help you start trying to see your routine. We'll talk about all that time you have in your day, because that's what I can do. I know I can help you to set up routine time in your day, because I know what it's like to work 9 hours a day. I know what it's like to have an hour commute on either side. I know what it's like to try and cook and clean and do laundry and be still giving yourself time to do things. So I know I can help you effectively manage your time and set this up. But you have to let me. You have to take that first step in taking action and go, Pam, I am ready. What do you got? And let's talk about it. Okay? So this is where I'm telling you, I can't make you do anything. That is your willpower, but I can give you the nudge. So I am nudging you. If you were looking for a permission slip, here it is. Make your list and send it to me. I want to see it. Okay? And again, anything on it. Don't be embarrassed. Don't feel shame. Don't be unworthy. Don't have that scarcity mindset. Anything and everything. I mean, it's like the other night when we built our vision boards and I was telling everybody, dream big. Really go over the moon. And I've had a couple of you send me your vision boards. So yes, you are all that, you know who you are. You're entered into that contest to win the first of 3 VIP slots with me. Go ahead and do that. Okay? Dream big the same way on your self-care list. I want to see it. Okay? I want to help you with that. So you know what? I'll even do that. Let's do this. So the vision board contest ends Saturday at midnight. If you send me your self-care list by next Saturday at midnight, I will go ahead and enter you guys into the second phase of the contest. We'll use your self-care list. I was going to do a gratitude list, but let's do a self-care list. I want to see what you got. I want to see what you want to work on. I want to see what you want to set up. I want to see what you want to do. Go ahead and send that to me by next Saturday. That's February 1st at midnight, to be entered to win the second of 3 VIP slots, all leading up to the big reveal on February 9th for my new project. I'm so excited. If you have any, hi buddy. Okay, so he's decided to make his appearance tonight. Say hello. So for those of you that have any questions, any comments, any concerns, anything going on out there, let me know. You can drop it in the comments, or you can direct message me if that feels more comfortable for you. That's what I'm here for. Again, remember that. So let's go ahead and do that. I will make that announcement. I'll put that out there. I want to see your list. And this way, like I said, you'll get that VIP session with me. It's a 1-hour session, actually, the VIP hour session. And we're going to go through it all. We're going to set it up. And if some of them are an active self-care, I want to help you get that down. So I'm going to show you the right tips, techniques, the right ways to do things. So this way you feel comfortable and you don't feel uncomfortable because you don't know where to start. I'll guide you. We'll get you there. Okay? So that is self-care tonight. That is myth busted. That is all of it. And that's what I want you to take away from here. So again, you are worthy, you are capable, you are committed, you can take the action. You are the builder of your life. No one else. But I am here for you to help you get there. So start taking the commitment, start taking the responsibility. I know it's a heavy word, but it's the truth. You can have anything you set your mind to, anything on that vision board, anything on your self-care list. So if you're ready to rock and roll, let's do this. I'll see you guys later.